The fuck? Welcome back to Be Better Sports. It is one of our first off-season videos after the Super Bowl. Actually, it's not one of our first. It is our first video after the Super Bowl. Congrats to the Bucks. Golf clap. 1, 2, 3.
I prefer the poem.
It is
A banger poem.
February 18th. George, how you doing today?
I'm doing fucking phenomenal.
Oh wow.
How are you doing?
Already made this rated R 2 minutes or a minute into the video.
You know how it is. Gotta set the tone. We want podcasters that eat with their hands, not forcing.
Stop chilling today. You know, it's been a chill day. Got some work done. Woke up to a bomb though.
A bomb.
Woke up to a bomb.
This is actually an emergency podcast.
Yeah, this is emergency. What was the other one? We were gonna do an emergency podcast for JJ Watt, but they realized we're not a defensive minded show.
We are, but it's okay. I'm not a JJ Watt fan.
yeah. But woke up today. Carson Wentz has been traded from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Indianapolis Colts for a 2021 third-round pick and a 2022 conditional second-round pick that could turn into a first, depending on how much he plays and if they make the playoffs. It looks like a win-win.
Yeah, I agree. He wasn't going to play at Philadelphia. They got solid capital out of it.
It's like a successful divorce, you know. You both get custody of the kids. The Eagles, they get to get rid of that contract somehow. The Eagles and Rams both managed to dump Jared Goff and Carson Wentz contract, which seemed horrendous to the sports world.
I mean, the Rams also just threw away their future as well.
Win now mode.
I agree.
But the Colts, I mean, looking at that roster, young defense, good defense, young offense, one of the best O-lines in football, if not the best O-line in football. And now they get the missing piece, which, granted, Carson Wentz may not be the answer. You know what it's like? It's like trying to fit a piece of a puzzle that you think is the right piece, but you just try to jam it in there and you just try to make it work. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to make it work.
In the circle space.
Yeah, it's like the little kids games. You try to get in the square in the circle, it just sometimes you can't get it in.
But let me tell you my initial thoughts on this trade.
Let's hear it.
Since you're talking about the missing piece. So my first overall thought, it just doesn't look right. He doesn't look good in blue. It does not look good in the Colts jersey.
Yeah, all the photoshops looked really rough, I'm not gonna lie. He might need to get like shorter sleeves or something.
Yeah, hold up. That'd be hard.
The little sleeve he wears, the Nike sign is neon green. So I'm curious to see what the color is gonna be now.
And then you're saying how he like the missing piece. I just think he's a more mobile Phillip Rivers with worse decision making.
Okay, but here's the thing. Phillip Rivers wasn't that bad last year.
Exactly. First round playoff team.
Yeah. Man. And you know, if Watson leads the division, this division's up for grabs.
You're satisfied with playoffs?
I mean, I'm not a Colts fan, but I feel like they exceeded expectations.
At this point.
We're pretty invested in the Colts, but I feel like last year they exceeded expectations because their quarterback the year before retired, like 2 weeks before the season started. So they had to stick with Brissett. In the offseason, they're a team who their GM, their owner, they have a lot of money. They don't usually spend. They draft young players. They draft good players. They've drafted well these past couple of years. And going into this offseason, they said, we're going to look at this quarterback problem. And we're going to go ahead first. We're going to look at all options. We're going to look at rookie QBs. We're going to look at what we have in-house. They have Jacob Eason right now. They have Jacoby Brissett. And they're going to look at free agency. Carson Wentz wasn't a free agent. They traded for him. But it's basically like picking up a free agent because they have to pay the man now. Yes, it's a lot of money. Yes, they can afford him. Here's the thing. If this works out, Carson Wentz's best year was with Frank Reich, who also happens to be the head coach of the Colts. He's kind of like a QB whisperer. He worked with Phillip Rivers before. He brought in Phillip Rivers, and they saw success. Can he do the same with Wentz? We'll have to wait a couple of months to see, but I'm looking forward to it.
I dug into this little Frank Reich situation.
It's a weird situation. They have a weird relationship.
So he was offensive coordinator 2016 through 17.
Yes.
Wentz, I mean, it's his rookie season. He went 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
Typical rookie year.
Yeah, that's decent. His QBR was 46. But then the following year was his best year with 33
MVP.
touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's
MVP.
impressive.
And they were like 8-2 or something like that.
He went 11-2.
11-2.
18-11 under Reich.
Okay. You pull out the stats today.
I'm pulling out the fucking stats.
I got a stat for you in a couple. I'm gonna let you finish, but I got some stats for you too.
His QBR, his best season was 78, and then he his next 2 years he went 21, 7 picks, 27 tugs, 7 picks. That's solid. That's solid production.
There's one thing you got to note there before that. That year when he went 11-2, ACL injury. So he's had an ACL injury and he's still recovering from that. ACL is more of a mental thing too. You get scared. Quarterbacks get scared. We've seen Jimmy. He hasn't been the same since he tore his. Not as he doesn't dance as much anymore.
Hold up. ACL injury. Following season. Was it the following season they made the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Or was it 19? 18 and 19. But hey, ACL, they go to the Super Bowl. I'm just seeing a pattern right now. It's looking like he's in for an MVP like season. But that's just
I don't know about MVP, but I feel like comeback player of the year is something we can start looking at for Carson Wentz. I'd like to point this out to you. Carson Wentz percentage, his percentage of dropbacks in which he faced pressure and or got sacked was 29th in the league. You want to know what Phillip Rivers was?
What was it?
It was 3rd. And how mobile is Phillip Rivers? Doesn't move. Carson Wentz is sneaky mobile, sneaky fast. Even if somehow that pocket collapses, which it doesn't often, he can get out of there. He can extend plays. But now he gets the luxury of not having, because I think at a certain point when you're a quarterback and you're getting sacked over and over and over, your mental clock in your head, it's faster. It's like, I got to get the ball out now. I got to either get the ball out now because I'm known I'm going to get sacked. And it fucking hurts getting sacked that many times. I got to get the ball out now, or I got to start looking to get out the pocket before I have to. Now with the comfort that he's going to have with this O-line, he can stay in the pocket now. He can make better decisions. Frank Reich's going to get this man right. They run the system the Colts run is the system that Carson Wentz went 11-2 in. RPOs, good run game, good defense.
And to piggyback off of that,
you white man.
Frank Reich also loves the RB committee. I dug into these stats. I went through the best year. Like, so when Carson Wentz is feeling it, how's the JT stonks gonna be?
I'm gonna opposite piggyback. Let me know what running backs were on that Super Bowl roster. Was it Corey Clement? Was it LeGarrette Blount? What kind of running backs are those? You have to be a committee.
Do not put disrespect on LeGarrette Blount's name.
This podcast does not disrespect LeGarrette Blount, but those aren't some Pro Bowl running backs. JT is Pro Bowl worthy. I am not concerned about Jonathan Taylor. If anything, I'm looking forward to Jonathan Taylor next year because Wentz dumps off to the running backs just like Rivers. And granted, he kind of misses sometimes, but the thing with JT is we don't need him to catch passes. He can take a ball to the house. He can take a run to the house.
I agree, but also having a couple catches would be solid. And in the 2017 season, the main back, like I'm not saying JT's LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah.
He could do everything. I think he's damn near Saquon. But Reich loves what's his name? Hines.
Hines is back. Wilkins is gone, and Marlon Mack's gone. I'm just saying you cannot be concerned that JT's value is going to go down because they get Carson Wentz, bro. If anything, they got to rely on the running game more to make sure Carson Wentz is the guy. We don't even know if Carson Wentz is the guy. He might not start.
He probably will. They
will, but they still got Brissett.
Second and third. But yeah, just Darren Sproles is the Hines of the Colts, or Hines is the Darren Sproles of the Colts.
If it doesn't work out, which there's a chance it might, it's 50-50 at this point. They'll probably pull Wentz. If they don't have to play, if Wentz doesn't play well, they're not going to play him because if he plays more than 70% of the snaps, that second round conditional draft pick turns into a first. And I doubt they want to give up a first round pick for a quarterback that's not working. There's another side of this that we got to talk about, though. We got to talk about the Eagles now.
I think it's a great opportunity for Hurts.
Yeah. Hurts looked good in the 3 games. He gets to take the reins now.
The biggest thing in that situation was like you said, Carson was. You said you either have to get it out of there or you take off running, and Carson was taking off running every time because he didn't trust any of his receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably led the league and dropped several seasons in a row.
But Hurts is going to be throwing to those same receivers.
It will, but he did. He decided to get the ball out, and he runs better.
He also he just ran. Sneaky Lamar Jackson type. He just took off.
Hopefully. Also, Wentz did love his tight ends.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that. I mean, but like the thing is the Colts have a tight end committee, bro. They got Jack Dill, Trey Burton, and Mo Alley-Cox. That's 3 decent tight ends.
Burton was on Wentz's team.
Oh shit! That's a damn near Eagles chem, bro. They're running Eagles chem. Oh, that's hilarious, dog. How do you feel about the Colts receivers though? Like T.Y. is a free agent, but I think they're gonna do everything in their power to bring him back because I feel like he's gonna be a lifetime Colt, like lifelong Colt. Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell will be back. How do you feel about Pittman?
Pittman's solid. Was he a rookie last year?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He kind of got lost in the sauce because of all the other rookies.
He was injured for a while. I think he'll just get better.
He had a hell of a playoff game.
He's fast. I think he can catch.
So Stonks up for receivers. Stonks are like middle of the pack for the tight ends because there's so many of them. But if they lose a couple to free agency, if it just turns into one guy, Jack Doyle might fucking retire. He's like 30 years old, 40 years old.
I think they're all some pretty good tight ends.
Yeah, they're all good tight ends. So, but like you can't rely on one in fantasy because there's so many of them. JT Stonks up. Wilkins will be gone. Max gone. Hines will be there, but that's whatever. On the Eagles side, so we talked about Hurts. I think Hurts is sneaky. Lamar's second year was his best year. Hurts will be going into his second year. It's a guy who I will be betting on.
I'm a big fan of Hurts.
Yeah, it's a guy who I'm willing to.
Quarterback that can squat 600 pounds is.
Fuck the squat. A quarterback that can run, sign him the fuck up, bro. Let me get him on my team.
You love your running back.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I love running 4 running backs in my lineup. How we feel about Miles Sanders?
I'm actually, for some reason, I'm higher on him. Yeah, he had a pretty shitty year.
He led the league in drops from the running back position.
So it could only go up from here. It's like stonks only go up.
I mean, here's the thing.
They go down. They could keep going down, but they're gonna come back up and
to the moon.
I mean,
wouldn't go there.
I wouldn't go to the moon. I'd say I'd break even on my investment if.
I'm gonna give you some here.
Give me some.
Lamar, we've seen it firsthand. He doesn't dump off to his running backs. He just runs.
Yeah.
Same thing's gonna happen with Hurts. He's not. I mean, granted, Miles Sanders led the league in drops, but he's still he caught a lot of balls. He needs those. He's not like JT to where he could they're giving him 20 carries and he'll make it up in the ground. He needs those catches. So if Hurts is taking off a bunch, his catches are gonna go down at the goal line. Hurts is gonna be a concern to snag touchdowns from him. Then again, Doug Peterson's fucking weird, and he didn't use Miles Sanders like he should have. He put him in a committee. Like he took Frank Reich's philosophy to heart. We don't know what this new guy, Stefani, what's his name? The guy that couldn't give a speech.
I just know he's a very simple man, and they're gonna have one
simple
play.
Concepts.
They just run the shit out of this play, and it's gonna work every single fucking time.
We're gonna run simple concepts, and they're gonna be simple in the way we run them. They're gonna be simple. Fucking nerd, dog.
It's honestly, I think it's a good game plan. I'm a fan. They're
Just
gonna
get
run the
really
shit out of
good
this.
at running the same play.
They're gonna run the shit out of that play.
It's gonna be simple.
It's gonna work.
What play you think it's gonna be? Like fucking
Power
or 32 trap or some shit?
Probably a trap. Miles
Yeah,
Sanders
it's gonna be a trap or a counter. It's gotta be a counter, bro. Counter is the best play in football.
What if it's like a double reverse?
It's you know what it is? It's Philly special 100 times. But it's simple.
There were three different options that could run out of it.
He's gonna be calling plays like he's in Madden on coach suggestions. He's gonna do the same thing every time.
It's gonna be 4 verticals every play.
Bro, I'm crying. I can't. No, I was not expecting this right now.
4 verticals with the QB draw option.
All right, my guess for his one play is counter. Yours is 4 verticals.
QB.
All right, you get 1 run play and 1 pass play. You get to make your guess.
Simple. Yeah, it's got to be 4 verts and then maybe just halfback dive.
I'm gonna go with Miles Sanders counter for the run and Miles Sanders bubble for the pass. Can't fuck it up, bro. Oh, it hurts, bro. Okay.
Defense, what we think on the never mind, not defensive shot.
We gotta talk about the Eagles receivers and tight ends. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz probably won't be back. So Dallas Goedert's a sneaky top 5 tight end if Hurts can throw the ball. Can Hurts throw the ball? I've never actually looked at him throw a ball. Is he good at throwing a football?
I just have that Cowboys game just stuck in my head. He didn't look very good, but
we saw the Cardinals game too.
He's a quick decision maker. Like he makes it. I think he can throw it fine. He'll throw it better than Lamar, to be honest.
That's literally what I was just gonna ask you. I was like, can he throw like Lamar?
I think he throws better. He puts more on it, and
I thought arm strength was a concern with him. Spending all the time doing those squats, bro. You got to work on the arm.
I think he could chuck that thing.
Well, I don't know, man. The arm
strength. 4 verts every play. He's got to be able to.
Shit, they might have to change the play to fucking quick slants. Alshon Jeffrey's probably gonna be gone. Deshaun Jackson somehow still in the league. He'll probably be gone. I've been watching Deshaun Jackson since it seems like I've been like 11.
Yeah, very.
And he's still faster than everyone in the league.
It's crazy how I was thinking about that. How his highlights would be deep bombs on red zone. It's like how.
So they have Rager. They could have had Jefferson, but they have Rager. And they have do they have Fulgham? I don't even know if Fulgham's gonna be on the team next year. They're probably gonna draft a receiver now that I think about it.
What is he, 26?
Who? Fulgham?
They got Greg Ward.
He's forever an Eagle. Sneaky though, sneaky. Do you really think they're committed to Hurts? Do you think they draft a QB?
I think they'll see how Hurts came in and played solid with a pretty crappy lineup.
That's true.
He gave them chances to win.
It's gonna be crappy next year too. It's probably gonna be worse. So are we Redskins early lock to win the East or what?
We gotta see. Is it gonna be Heineke?
If it's Heineke, bro, fuck it. They might win the goddamn conference. That motherfucker look good, bro.
I seen a little pose. He was training, doing a little single leg squats. It's gonna be ready.
Wonder if he ever took that math test.
What are you talking about?
The announcer was saying he had to get like extension on his finals because he was in playoffs. He emailed his professors. He's like, hey, I got an NFL game. Can I get an extension on this deadline, please? I wonder if he ever took him. He should get his degree just in case this whole football thing doesn't work out. Even though he just signed, he's like a millionaire now and forever he's set for life and his kids are set for life. His grandkids are probably set.
Everyone knows his name, Chase Young.
Heineke. Read that shit. Heineke. And then I'm going to say the Colts are my early favorite to win the AFC South.
I was almost going to say they're going to be my Super Bowl pick. I was thinking it before the Wentz trade happened, I was like, they could be Super Bowl. But
They have a good defense. They fly around. I think free agents are. It's a dome. Carson Wentz gets to play in a dome. North Dakota State was in a dome, bro. To the moon, dog.
trying to think of something to say about this.
You know how I feel about playing indoors.
little Solomon Thomas. Yeah, I mean, playing inside, it's not gonna be cold.
It's not gonna be cold.
It's gonna be warm.
Yeah. What do you draft Wentz in fantasy?
He should be there like late rounds.
Especially in our league, they fucking hate Wentz.
And I think Frank Reich knows how to coach him too. If the chems are there, the Eagle chems are there.
They're running Eagle chem over there, bro. Trey Burton gets one, Wentz gets one, Frank Reich gets ×3. That's already 5, bro. They got like at least like +1 to awareness.
That's all Wentz needs, is a little more awareness.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but
I think he has CTE.
Yeah, that's what we gotta look out for. Is
he
CTE still there? Does he have it?
Jadeveon Clowney got him pretty bad.
Yeah, he did actually. I remember what you're talking about. And in the back of the head.
The back of the head. That's always the worst.
The back of the head is the worst.
I don't think your brain shouldn't get hit back here and it shouldn't hit the front of your head. That just doesn't seem right. But I'm not a doctor. What do I know?
Yeah. What the fuck do we know?
Yeah. What do we know?
We're right about 80%.
We're always right. But like, if you said, what do we know? Yeah, so he's got sneaky CTE, but maybe Fright can like reverse that. I touched on this earlier. They have a weird relationship. Frank Reich is really into Jesus, and so is Carson Wentz, and they used to like pray together, and I think they got baptized together at one point. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So they got the Jesus chem going too.
That's like plus 30.
Yeah, no, the Colts are a really religious team. Just listening to now that I think about it, we are Colts fans because we like McAfee. We listen to them. We like JT. I like Frank Reich. We're Colts fans. This is a pro Colts podcast.
I like JT so much I traded Devontae for him.
Yeah, I mean, you gave him back for free, and yeah. So we like the Colts. I've always been always liked Wentz. That's what I'm trying to say. I've hung on to that MVP season, and it's been 3 years now, and I hope this is the year I can finally look at them and be like, you know what? I'm glad I was a fan for all these years. Comeback player of the year, lock it in. We have a lot of players that could be comeback player of the year next year. I don't know how to think about it.
He's made 2 or 3 playoffs as an Eagle, like.
And this division's not that much harder. If Watson's out from the Texans, the Jaguars in complete rebuild. And then you have the Titans who they'll be good. They're coached well. They got good players, but it's just them and the Titans. It'll always be a race between them.
Yeah, I agree. They have the better team.
Yeah, all around.
How do you say his name? Vrabel.
Vrabel. Vrabel.
Vrabel. I think he's a better coach, but the Colts, I don't know, because the defense.
I think Colts have the better defense. Titans have the better run game. Probably have the better pass game. I do think the Colts are coached better because Frank Reich's not afraid to go for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go for 2. I saw Vrabel punt it in a playoff game, so I don't know how I feel about him, about being the better coach.
I just remember when they were nobody in Vrabel. It was Vrabel's first season. He had him going crazy.
I mean, yeah, I'd want to play for Vrabel. He seems like a good, cool
great guy. It looks like
I think he at one point he said he'd give up his nuts to win a playoff game. Pretty sure that's what was said. Not like word for word, but it was something similar.
That's one of the hardest quotes I've ever heard.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna look at the exact quote. Mike Vrabel. Oh, I'm scared to type in Mike Vrabel nuts. I feel like something's gonna pop up that I don't want to see. Mike Vrabel said he would cut off his penis to win the Super Bowl.
That dude loves football. He'd castrate himself for the Lombardi.
Prior to the season, Vrabel joined a podcast with Titans offensive tackle Taylor Lewan and was asked, would he cut off his penis to win a Super Bowl? To which he said, probably.
You're telling me that's not a better coach?
I mean, I feel like Frank Reich probably would give up his penis too. You think he probably doesn't use his penis as much as Vrabel does.
There's not enough. There doesn't seem like there's enough passion.
With Reich? I don't know, man. He grew out a playoff beard. I love people that grow out playoff beards.
I didn't know that was a playoff thing. It seemed like he had one the whole season.
Not this year, it wasn't, but the year with Andrew Luck, it was a playoff beard because he started off with clean shave and just got longer and longer.
Shit, Carson's borderline Andrew Luck.
He's the redhead version of Andrew Luck. Nah, don't compare him to Andrew Luck, bro. Andrew Luck, forever fan. I hope he's doing well in life. No one's heard from him in years.
He's been quiet.
Yeah, dog. He's just living his life. Everyone thought he was coming out of retirement.
No, that man was.
I never thought he would.
He retired because of stress.
Yeah, he probably had CTE too. It's sad. The line finally got good without him. I mean, I owe my fantasy championship to Andrew Luck. It allowed me to get Lamar. I mean, granted, Andrew Luck probably would have put like 30 a game too, but no 60 bombs.
He had a sneaky ass retirement.
It was the definition of sneaky, bro. It was 2 weeks before the season started. I was at work and I got the notey. I was like, Andrew Luck retired. I was like, Andrew Luck retired. What? Bro, you got a game in 2 weeks. Dog, what you retiring from? You good?
Yeah.
You got scared or something? Shit. Snake?
Let's check some out over there.
It's good. It's good. I mean, that's all I got about our reaction to Carson Wentz.
You want to touch on the Super Bowl at all?
I mean, we gave a golf clap to the Bucks. What else do they need?
My favorite part about that was the boat ceremony when Brady threw the.
I was just gonna say, bro, a Super Bowl parade on boats is one of the hardest things I've ever seen. I don't know if that's common. I don't know if that's been done before, but that looks so much fucking fun.
It looked insanely fun.
Yeah.
Then everyone else was out on their boats just vibing.
Speaking of Super Bowl parades, we probably all would have got COVID if the Niners won the Super Bowl. Because I would have been there.
They said it saved lives that we didn't. Like, we did that on purpose.
Oh, God. Shit. Colin knows what he was doing.
It was tough as a Niner fan to see the Bucs just absolutely derail the Chiefs.
That's why I was going for the Chiefs. Because the Bucs did what we couldn't do. They slowed down Mahomes, and we couldn't.
I mean, they also got lucky. There's just timely drops. Like, Kelsey dropped a big one on third down. It was like
yeah, I mean, Mahomes was getting no help. The line was just getting crushed. Someone said that's what Patrick Mahomes would have looked like if he was on the Bears, and I couldn't unsee it.
Yeah, Chicago seems like a shitty place to be quarterback.
They've never really had a good one, have they? Makes me appreciate Jay Cutler.
Cold and windy.
I miss Jay Cutler.
Flo was immaculate.
Good looking dude, smoking Jay. Yeah, so the Bucs won the Super Bowl, huh? Yeah, that'd be good for them. Good for Brady. Makes you think. Niners probably should have just signed Brady. We probably could have won a Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
We would have got all those free agents, Gronk and Kittle. That would have been so much fun.
Everyone wants to play for him now.
Yeah, they're probably gonna sign more people than they lose, which never happens to a Super Bowl team.
Maybe Niners should get Shady McCoy. Like he's a little good luck factor.
Yeah, we had an interview today with some rookie running back.
Why you say yeah like that?
What do you mean?
It was cool as shit.
Flowing, bro.
Huh?
I'm flowing, dog.
You're flowing.
It's been almost been a year since the last cut. March 17th. Actually about to get cut by a gay dude pretty soon here.
I think it's time we wrap this podcast.
Yeah, I'm out of football things to say. We talked about the wet stuff. We talked about the Bucks. I got nothing else for you.
We'll be back.
We'll be back and we'll be better. Damn.
God damn. All right.
I drop.
Be better. Love you guys.
Solid.